right, hey, let's talk about the day. I'm pretty sure the day we got released in WWE up at Les Thatcher School. Did you get released the same time like me and Elix and everybody else did?
I think it was like the second round.
You remember that day? That day fucking sucked.
No.
They kept all the Memphis guys. I mean, that just goes to show you, man. It was
politics.
Here's my take on the whole shit, us going up there. So remember, we used to do everything up there and work all these guys at Les Thatcher School. And then Sundays we went down to Louisville and worked, like John Cena was down there, Randy Orton, Batista. Remember all those guys down there?
Oh yeah.
And then we got to work a lot of those guys.
Yeah, they would blow up and stuff doing our drills and stuff.
Yeah, so then after we went down there and did all these matches with these guys and trained for however long we trained up there in Cincinnati, then they just pulled the plug on us, man. They just said, fuck, all the guys they fired were from WCW. Remember that?
Yep.
They didn't fire anybody from the Memphis, nobody from Louisville. It was all WCW guys.
I do. And I try to forget about it.
Yeah, no shit, right? Do you remember at Christmas time when they had a list up down in Louisville?
Very dreadful.
Do you remember the list I'm talking about? The list.
I think it was coming, and then 9/11 happened, and they postponed it a little bit.
Oh, it might have been. I don't know. But I'm talking around Christmas time, which is the same. We got released 2 weeks before Christmas, at least the first round. Do you remember down in Louisville, they had a list of like flights back home for Christmas?
The flights, no.
Okay, so if you don't remember, there was a list hanging up in Louisville locker room that said, John Cena, you're flying, whatever, Randy Orton flying, whatever, Batista, all the guys that were down there. So I asked Les, and then I asked, I think it was Danny Davis. I said, hey, where's all the WCW flights? We don't get flights to go back home. And they're like, nah, you got to figure it out. You got to drive home or do whatever. We're not giving you guys flights. You don't remember that?
Oh my gosh! So
they treated us like shit from the get go, and then they didn't even try to hide it. You know.
I know, and that's why I was like, that's not one of my favorite person in the world.
Yeah, well, he was just
him and Terry Taylor are like this, running. They're neck and neck.
Yeah.
That's my favorite people in the business. My personal experiences.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, like Terry Taylor and them, those guys were just in that spot. They happened to be that guy. So it probably would have been any guy that was in their spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.